Kia, I told you to stop wearing that. Hey, are you ignoring me? Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Sekien no Inganock. Yeah, last time we had pretty crazy ride with some mysterious steel body emerged. I think that's from the clown, but we'll see in this episode, so let's go. Alright, we have backstory now, right? That's what I think, where we ended. Okay, let's go. He could see the sky. By the time he looked up at the clouds, the rain had already stopped. The grey clouds, which covered up the first sun, now the sunlight hidden behind them, informed him of morning arrival. Not at the edge of his vision, not anywhere, the dancing black clown was no more. Okay, so this is just not backstory, this is just follow up. What he saw at the edge of his vision was a single slender shadow, a single hand thrust out of the rubble, Salem's right hand. It was reaching out, trying to grab onto something, but then was warped, exposed to flame, and blackened. Wow, this contrast, that song with the situation is such a contrast. That hand was perfectly straight, not moving as a muscle. He touched his own cheek, a moist sensation. The rain had already stopped, and yet horribly cold drops were covering his fingertips. Ah, I see. These are my... probably tears. It took him 3 seconds to understand. They were his tears, yep. From within the rubble, he looked up the sky and let his tears flow down. Oh, Kia is up. Oh, is he lying on ground? Why he's covered like that? Okay, this is a really strange shot. I think my camera is on my screen. Okay, she's so cute. You probably know each other. He don't remember because he's losing memories. Actually, everyone losing memories, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, but she's weird. The right hand, he raised his head, and there was a girl in black clothes with a horribly sad face. She was holding her hand out to him, to Guy. He looked up from within the rubble. Okay, so he is buried. That girl? Her name is... yeah, it's Kia. A beautiful pink. Those went well with the grey sky. The pink eyes were gazing intently at him. Her lips moved. Why? I don't know. Why do I keep doing this? Why will my hand reach? Why are my tears still flowing? He clung to the girl's hand. He let one final teardrop fall down his cheek. Oh, and she started crying. Why? Am I unable to save even you? What the fuck? Okay, that was surprising. My eardrums. Oh. Salem fades away. And Kia? Kia's fading away. Why? Oh, there's Guy. To the next talk. Wait, what? I'm kinda in shock.
豊島天狼の朝
What just happened? What was that supposed to mean? Oh shit, that's nice art. Holy fuck, I like it. Wow. Ati looks damn good here.
豊島天狼、無数のビルディング群、最強のクリッターたるドラゴンの出現で閉鎖された地下大エンジンに次ぐエンジンの溶断。
She's like genetically changed assassin waiting for prey.
本来ならここが正真正銘の最大のエネルギー産出地区のはずだった。10年前の復活さえ起こらなければ。
Dragon, strongest of all creatures. Huh.
上層によって任じられたシティオフィサーが運営する高層のビルディング区画。都市各所に送られるエンジンエネルギーの要。いわばインガノックの心臓。無数のビルディングは動脈の一つ一つ。エンジンエネルギーはすなわち金だ。動く金が多ければ影のバックする機会も多い。だから私はよくここにいる。ビズのためだ。荒ごとの金や腐敗は暴力に結びつきやすいから、ご金星の銃の火が飛び交うこともある。ビズの宝庫、ありがたすぎて涙も出やしない。
That's dangerous business you are in.
今日も嫌な風。つぶやく。爪の間を風がすり抜ける。比較的上層に近いここは風が強い。肺炎混じりの嫌な風。風を好む人は異形都市のどこにもいない。風、耳の中にも潜り込む。夕べ耳にした噂のようにするりと。嫌な話聞いたかな。今時機械のおとぎ話だなんて。
機械 fairy tale.
そう、耳にするりと。珍しく機械の噂を聞いてしまったのだ。4年ぶり
I wonder if 機械
この
is...
年唯一の。
I wonder if 機械 is actual thing from like some kind of mythology or fairy tale? Or it's some term that is just for the story? Let me know in the comment. Because there were like several like this, but yeah, I never asked that, actually. Now when I think about this, this might be made up word? Or it's actual thing that happens in some... and exists in some kind of fairy tale or like mythology, you know? Yes, yep. Okay.
10年前に現出した牙を剥く幻想はあらゆるおとぎ話を滅ぼした。そんな中でただ一つ生まれたおとぎ話。それは機械。
Okay.
それは人に美しい何かをもたらす。
Okay, she basically answered my question, I think. This is for the story. Unless it's actually something else.
美しいものなんて
In like
もう
real
どこに
life.
もありはしないのに。
どうした猫。
Oh!
憂いを込めて物思いか。あんた、そういえば女だったんだな。
David. David seems like he's like some kind of eagle or something. Okay.
うるさいな、羽むしられたい鳥さん。こうしてるときは話しかけないで。
Yeah. Synergy between cat and birds is great.
不機嫌。
Definitely working.
嫌な猫だ。
不機嫌さね、嫌な鳥さん。視線をわずかに動かせば姿が見えた。ビルのてっぺんに立つ自分の隣に人か鳥か。スイッとそっぽを向く。異人種パルデスに返じた人は無神経で困る。今まで組んだ仲間の中でもこいつは特に。でも腕はいい。
Okay. So she's pairing with different
不動
people.
な超人と違って反射神経のクラックエンジンを埋め込んだこいつは。
Wait, what? Unlike the pit women that can dose rain bullets, escape import crack engines with motor reflexes. Okay, so he's like enhanced.
早い。多くの人よりも。 それはそれだけで価値がある。こいつがいると生き延びる確率が上昇する。
Probably.
今日は第12エンジンビルへの教習仕事。確か6年くらい前に護衛のビズを受けたことがある。だから内部構造はわかる。下ごしらえは十分。あの感情のない上層兵への仕込みも完璧だ。
But layout could change in the 6 years, right? Or at least some of the layout?
記録には残らない。妹も大丈夫。いつも通りのことだ。そして私は金を得て生きて帰る。何も変わりはしない。いつも通りのことだ。
I wonder if this is backstory? Like prequel to the events? Or this is nowadays and it's just Ati on her job. Currently. In the meantime when, you know, Gi had problems. Probably it's that.
いつも通り。そのはずなのに。
何をそんなに不機嫌にしてるんだ、猫。珍しいを通り越すぜ。いつも無駄に陽気なお前がふてくされてガンくれときたもんだ。
Okay.
無駄に陽気で悪かったね。そんな日もあるのさ。
何年ぶりかね。
不機嫌とは言ったけど、そんなに不機嫌なつもりはないんだけどな。
つもりがないなら重傷だ。
大丈夫。心配しないでよ。リズには影響しないさ。
You have a point?
心配？まさかそんなもんしてたまるかよ。ああ、そうか。もしかして例の
何か噂になるようなことをしたっけ？
Huh.
例の男いたろ。あの青っ白い巡回医師。フィクサー S のお気に入りの人間様にお前ずいぶん入れ込んでたよな。
She
口
did.
出し悪よ。入れ込んでないし、ギーは人間じゃないさ。
Well, yeah, actually that's true. He have mutations inside, he just look like a human outside.
そら見ろ。猫はすぐ嘘をつく。どう見ても不機嫌は自覚してやがるし、そうやって入れ込んでるじゃねえか。
そんなことないったら。そう、嘘。嘘つき猫と呼ぶがいいのさ。その通り、不機嫌真っ盛り。今日だけで無意識にコップを2つ割った。さすがにちょっと自分でも驚いたもの。
This will go bad. It's probably going to go bad.
自
Really
覚
bad.
そんなものしてるに決まってる。意識してる相手が何かだってわかる。国威、儚さみたいなもの。確かギーの隣から離れようとしないあの子。あの小さな。
I feel like Ati will be in big trouble. She might get hurt. And now, a fairy tale, chapter 2. Okay, we're back home. I can hear something. The twittering sound of the warped, fantastic birds announcing morning. Normally, that would be it, but now there was something else. Something he shouldn't be hearing. Mixed into the twittering was the sound of someone moving around. His apartment wasn't at all that much at him. A place to close his eyes, a place for him to sleep. That used to be it, but now? Now he could hear other kinds of sounds. Reserved sounds, quiet enough to avoid breaking the silence. He opened his eyes. A light was already pouring into his room. Was it morning already? A faint sense of morning was floating in the air. The warped birds, twittering, and some other sound. It took him a while to notice what was different. This place was his bedroom, and it was dark. As usual, however, the sounds he could hear definitely weren't normal. The sound of something being done, something of daily life. Things he wasn't used to hear. They echoed silently in his small bedroom. Then, he forced himself to awake and go out of bed. He could feel someone else's presence. He didn't ask whose, since this was the third day he would feel it. It was morning. It had only been 3 days, but waking up early felt different. It was a midday with lingering traces of morning. It actually was morning. Oh, I want to wake up on mornings as well. I mean, during weekends, I sometimes... sometimes it's terrible to sleep like too long, you know? You have job to do. I mean, not job that you are paid for, but... Well, some people do, but yeah. During weekend when you have free time, sometimes you just want to do something, and you just getting lazy and sleep all day, and then you feel terrible. Today I kinda woke up kinda early, I would say. So yeah, I'm recording that now, and this episode will be on Monday. So yeah. By the way, it's Saturday today. I've gotten quite used to this. Also, where's Ati? I'm afraid of Ati right now, because it's 3 days, he said. Well, we don't know how often Ati slept in his house. Maybe it's normal. Different sounds, and do I smell something? A smell wafted in as he opened the door. A smell of synthetic bacon frying. Synthetic bacon. Great. In rationed cooking oil. Then something that sounded like synthetic eggs sizzling in the skillet. The rationed cooking oil given out the registered citizens. Cheap. Engine-produced bacons and eggs. Add bread to that, and it would be a good 7th class citizen's breakfast. This wouldn't be all that unusual in anyone else's apartment. No such provisions existed in Guy's apartment, at least they shouldn't have. Just as he started to think that, he shook his head. Yes, it was different now. 3 days ago, he went to crowded street during the evening for a needless injector. That was when she would told him to buy all the food. This isn't particularly problematic. He hadn't said that out loud, but even so, it felt like the words were scowled across his face anyway. He would made her quite angry. She hadn't said anything, but her face showed it. In the end, that was why he would ask her what to buy. Since he managed to buy the injector at a cheap price, there was some money left over. And most of all, yes, she needed real food to eat at her age. He couldn't bring himself to make her use nutrients like he did. I still think that she is older than she looks like. I still think that her mutation basically stopped her growth. Okay, sorry, I had to adjust my monitor because that's weird. I don't know how. Goddamn. Improper growth led to death, but that wasn't really why Guy doing this. Yes, she's helped. When he brought her outside, she wouldn't eat anything, literally nothing. Even though she would eat plenty at night after their first meeting, he was pretty sure it would be Ati when Ati was enjoying the food at the Engine Tavern and asking him a bunch of questions. But after that, whenever he brought her to a store, she wouldn't eat anything. She would fall silent, not even touching her fork. Even when I asked why, she wouldn't answer. That's why she was such a big help that evening. Could thought the same thing yesterday morning, and the day before, while sitting here listening to the sounds of an experienced cook. Strangely enough, she seems experienced at it. Quite strange for a citizen of the 6th class or higher. For the 3rd day in a row, he felt a strange sensation as he put his arms through his shirt sleeves. His clothes had been starched and carefully ironed. Strangely enough, she knew how to do all those things. Regardless of how she would manage to gather the knowledge, he knew his household expenses had started to decline. It had already been a week since they met. She would get used to it, especially over the last 3 days. She would gotten used to life in a tier she clearly didn't know.
おはようギ。悪いのだけどテーブルの上片付けて。朝食今できたから。たくさん食べて。
You look different. You look different. Nice outfit, but I like the first one better. Like the gothic black one. I liked it better. It's kinda like, I don't know, for me it looks like a nurse outfit almost, because of this thing. But I guess that's not, this is just how the higher tier people like wear what they wear, I guess. But I like her, like, remade hair, though. I still like more the long straight hairs, but this is cool. It suits her. Yep.
キーヤ。
何？冷めないうちに召し上がれ。
Oh, she looks cute.
いや、その服は。
もう何回説明したかしら？あのね、らしい格好をするって決めたの。だって看護師さんはみんなこうだもの。
So this is nurse dress. I was right. And why you're in nurse dress? Like, if you're like cooking then. That doesn't make sense. It's not appreciate. You know, this is not for that.
ナースは必要ない。こういうのは3回目のはずだがね。
でもそんなの変だわ。お医者様のところにはみんないるもの。
Oh, that's what she meant. Okay, now that makes a lot more sense. So this is not for cooking, this is just because he is basically with him right now. No! I refuse! Go back, go change into your black golf clothes, please. I probably get used to this, but please change this.
確かにね。医者のところにはいるだろう。
Yeah, do you like her first outfit or this outfit? Let me know. Which outfit is better? You remember the ant girl working at the early place? Yeah, she was a part of that hospital. Nurses existed now, just as they did 10 years ago.
正確には僕は医者ではないよ。これを言うのも3回目だ。
Technically, no. Practically, yeah.
おかしいわ。おかしい。ゲイはだってお医者様ですもの。病気や怪我の人を見て治すでしょ。
クラッキングドッグだ。ナースが必要になる局面は僕にはない。だからその服は君には必要がない。
That's kinda true because he can just do all the job himself. A brightly colored nurse uniform or something similar? Had she dyed her own clothes at some point? Or had she brought her outfit with her to begin with? At the very least, she hadn't bought it. He would never seen it among the engine factory's mass-produced goods.
でもお注射は打ったわ。昨日も一昨日もその前の日も打った。私ゲイを手伝って暮らすのだもの。
Oh yeah, he bought like the needless injections, right? So that's why. Yesterday and day before, and the day before that, she certainly had. She would inject the patients with nutrients post-op whenever Guy's eyes were elsewhere. He would have been surprised, not at what she did, but at how skilled she was. Her technique was so smooth that she almost wondered if she had technical engine implants. He already used his right eye to confirm that she was a genuinely human, but when she injected them, he would seriously thought she had a crack engine. Huh. So apparently she's a human and no mutation. I will still stand by my theory. She's older and she stopped growing and they knew each other. For now at least. Because Kia's behavior before suggested that they know each other. And I will stand by it for now. I will have to see how the story will progress. Also, it's not like his right eye is all-knowing. He might just not see that kind of mutation. For some reason. Maybe this is just mutation... slight mutation in the DNA or something, I don't know. And he just cannot pick it up. A mysterious girl. She hadn't seems to be least bit afraid of doing it.
あのね、静脈の場所はわかるの。ほら、役に立っているでしょ?
Yeah, that's even more suspicious. Like, I feel like they know each other from the medical university they were. I feel like she was in the medical university like Guy. But why is she looks so young then? I think she would be like older to enter the university. So maybe she got like her age reversed? Huh.
いいかいキア。君はあくまで。
The doorbell rings. He glanced at his clock. It was past AM. 8 AM. That made sense. They would have finished their morning work by now. Guy looked at the table before standing up. He would taken a bite out of bread. Yes, he would done it today as well. He had been eating during their conversation. Again, I took a bite. Today, for the third day in a row. He looked at the girl's face. Her pink eyes seemed satisfied and somehow
お
proud.
客様?
Probably Ati from her job, I would assume. I don't have better explanation. And I feel like something went bad.
患者だよ。彼らの寝起きする工場はここから近い。週に一度は来なさいと言っている。
Okay, never mind then. Which was why they always woke him up with the small sounds they made by beating on his door.
そうなの。
Okay, that still might be
で
Ati.
もここには診察室がないわ。
そういうものは僕には必要ないんだ。言っただろ。
Technically, I'm not a doctor. He ordered his carnal organs to activate his right eye. Wrathfully, half of his vision was covered in a certain kind of brightness. As always, he could see the makeup of organism. A front door opened before he even touched the knob. Yeah, installing that safety device Ati recommended really was a good idea, he thought. Not having it partially responsible for the incident in that underground room, he ought to reconsider his apartment's safety. He laid eyes on his guests, the children. Parul said to him with a elf face, "I can reach the doorbell now?" Yeah, this is like one of the 3 kids there that have to change their arms and legs basically, like few months, probably.
ねえ、ちゃんと呼び鈴の音聞こえた？おはようございます、ギー
Yeah,
先生。ちゃん
because
と
they
時間通りに今日も来ました。
they're still growing up, so they need to like have replacements like each few months probably.
あれ？おじちゃんちなんか綺麗。前はもっとゴミゴミしてた。ゴミばっかで。あ、キーヤ姉ちゃんだ。おはよ
Okay, they like her.
う。おはよう。キーヤお姉ちゃん、服綺麗。あ、おはようみんな。ありがとうプルン。お客様はあなたたちだったのね。
患者さ。
Real patients. Their bodies truly had been eaten away by disease.
はーい。では皆さん、こちらに並んで。 お茶をお出ししますからね。お菓子はないけどパンなら。うん。ペコペコ。何？パンくれるの？パンちょうだい。
Wow, it really shows how bad the situation is on the 7th tier.
うん。お腹。
And imagine going into even lower tiers.
私もお腹ペッコペコなの。親方ったら朝は何も食べさせてくれないし、お昼はオートミールがちょっとだけだし。
Aww.
それじゃあ準備するわね。ちょっと焼いてバターもつけちゃう。ちょっとだけ甘いジャムもつけようか。
Wow, this is all luxury.
その前にパルのガーゼを変えようね。ポルもお腹の包帯先に巻いちゃおう。あ、ダメだからねルポ、それに触っちゃう。この機械欲しい。これ何？ねえ何？新しいエンジンマシン？何かな？いたずらしちゃう子にはパンあげないよ。じゃあ、はーい。
Okay, that's nice blackmailing.
いたずらしない。こらルポ、キアちゃん困らせないの。いい先生のお世話で大変なんだから。
僕の世話か。
Yep. You need someone to take care of you. Like he said before himself, like he wouldn't eat or drink anything besides coffee. And that would like lead him to death. Unless he can just sustain himself with his cracking. But that would mean that he would constantly feeling the pain probably. That's terrible idea. He shrugged his shoulders. He should be the one taking care of her, but as a side, it's still mysterious. Maybe she's older than she seems. Exactly! Normally, Lupo would be getting overexcited and going berserk by now, but he was quietly listening to what Kia told him. This had never happened before. Her children would never miss a chance to release their suppressed curiosity. He would given up on trying to control them. But maybe he shouldn't have given up. It made sense. She was just biting them.
意外と単純なものだ。今のうちに見ておくか。
You mean like take them in? She certainly was making herself useful. At the very least, it shouldn't take long as usual to examine them. As soon as he thought that, he found the girl's pink eye looking at
お
him.
役に立つでしょ。
Yes, you are.
まあね。
She's quite used to this. Yeah, situations like that make me think that they really know each other. At least Kia knows Gi. Because this is not like coincidence. No way. I just refuse to believe that. More importantly, he never had the slightest intention of letting her get used to it. And yet, this was how things had turned out. There was a reason. How and why things had turned out this way? There was a reason. The dealer, Fixer Stanisław, who walked along the very edge of darkness on infinitely crowded street, had failed. Gi's request had failed. Though it wasn't of much interest to Gi, this caused a bit of commotion on the street. For that greedy old turtle to fail, he hadn't been able to obtain any information. He knew nothing of her identity. This girl called Kia, a girl thought to be at least a 6th class citizen. So this is that big of a difference? If she's looking so good, and they assume she's a 6th class, and 7th class is basically like this trash hole, that's a huge freaking difference, like, wow. Unless I'm mistaken and this is lower than 7th. But during the breakfast they told that this would be like normal 7th tier breakfast, so I don't know. Let me know in the comment. even 7th year? It's probably 7th year, I think. That information couldn't be obtained even by Stanisław, whose connections in the city skyscraper ran all the way up to the upper tier aristocrats. Kia herself didn't say a thing. She wouldn't say anything about who she was. No visual engine record number, nor card, though that in and of itself wasn't rare.
お世話になるわギー。
The rest was simple. Since risking his own life for others is part of his identity, he used the penalty for breach of the contract to obtain a cheap, forged record number and card, temporarily making Kia his registered daughter. Okay. Yeah, that was the value of single human's life. Dying was the same in a way. A place was prepared for it. And that was all. Such things are always simple.
まあそうね。
Oh, hello Ati, glad to see you like not covered in wounds.
だってそもそもギーが何かを拾ってくるのは不思議なことじゃないんだし、あの子たちだって初めは同じような感じだったし。まあそうね。簡単なこと。ね。簡単なこと。取るに足らないことさ。
Wow, she's jealous. We have cat girl which is tsundere, nice.
簡単なことじゃない。私の寝床は、私の権利は、私の安眠は、私の予売は。娘って何よ、どうなってるのギー。
This is amazing face. This is amazing face. This is amazing. And other things are also amazing in this picture. She is cute. She's acting really cute. Where do I sleep? Why you don't just come home then? There's definitely like a room. Because I don't think Kia and Gi sharing the same bed. And you definitely did. Because you don't care, like, about anything.
偽装だよ。落ち着き先が見つかるまでの。そろそろ醸造兵がうろつく時期だ。
I mean, yeah, by their perspective, Kia is not an adult, so that would be bad. Because you don't want to have naked Ati beside the kid, so yeah. Yeah, now I understand. That would be bad. Like, what the fuck? Yep.
それと、予売が君の権利とは知らなかった。
そういうことを言ってるんじゃないのさ。わかんないかな、ギーは。
段差があるから気をつけて。
親切ねギー。
Wow. And she's them with them.
怪我をされると僕が疲れる。アーティ、どうしてそう朝から僕を睨む？
No way. No way, he just ignored Ati like completely. Wow. Savage.
ギーは朝から仲良くキーヤ連れて巡回診療。いつもならまだベッドの中のはずなのになんで起きてるのさ。
私が起こしたから。
いいの、キーヤちゃんはいいの。悪いのはこの男の方なんだから。いつもの恩を何だと思ってるのかしらって。
寝ていくなら寝ていけばいい。誰もいないからゆっくり眠れるぞ。
That's not the point. She wants to be with you.
ああ、もう。
ビズで何かあったのか？
子孫じるのは亀爺だけで十分。ちゃんとオーガのハーフを乗してきちんとクライアントのご利益を守ってきたところさ。
Well, she's strong as hell. Nevertheless, she was sullen. Guy shrugged his shoulders and put a hand on Ati's head. Her gaze was exceedingly sharp, but the ears on top of her head weren't as sullen. He rubbed them and looked up to his right. The monorail was here.
冷蔵エンジンにもらい物の酒がある。開けてくれると助かる。
はいはい。金也ちゃん、ギーのことよろしくね。
アティ、お仕事ご苦労様。おやすみなさい。
キア、ここも段差がある。
He brought it first and held out his hand. He thought the difference in height from the stone pavement to the monorail was too high for her, so he held out his hand. A gaze pierced through his extended hand. The black cat didn't seem to be feeling any better.
なんだかな。
Oh, you dunce. It's also the third time. I felt this mysterious gaze on me. Oh wow.
おはようキア。今日も可愛いね。あ、それって新しい服？あ、その服もよく似合ってるよ。いいね。
Nice. Huh. New character. But I think I will leave introducing him like for the next episode. We're like 45 minutes in, and I feel like this is decent amount of time for Sekien, since this is kinda medium length visual novel. So yeah, I'll just save the game. Let's go with the first one. Yeah. And I will see you in the next one. So thank you, let me know what you thought about the episode, and I will see you in the next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.